How'd you enjoy the live experience,
Man,
man?
the live experience was live. This is my first time with Mental Dialogue. Great energy inside the space. A bunch of beautiful men, beautiful ladies. Everybody was very open to new information. Everyone had a really good time. I think Montoya did a really good job setting the stage and creating a fertile soil for conversation to be had. So if you have not been a part of Mental Dialogue, I suggest that you be a part of the next session.
Thank you very much, brother. Peace.
I'm a country girl, and so on Saturday, my mama would have her hanging clothes out, shelling peas, and I realize now she did not like that. She really was not having any fun. I thought she loved it. That's why we did it. No, she just cared about what the hell we ate, and that's what it took. And so we're just at we're at a different place now where, because a woman is working, I just want you to do something different. If I wasn't working, I greet you when you come. I did. Remember when I used to greet you? I would dance and do a whole performance when he came home. I ain't did that in 10 years. Why your face looking like
He's
that?
still here.
If I could speak on, she cared what you ate, because the commitment was to the vision of the legacy of you as children.
Yes.
So that's what, generally speaking, is missed, and why a lot of this back and forth happens. Now it's been focused. I think a lot of the focus has been,
Just
what can you give me? Can you make me happy?
Yeah.
Whereas the sacrifice to make sure these kids eat means I'm going to share these peas for the next 15 years till they're old enough to get out of the house. Like, the mission was different. You know, the vision had always been about intact families. That's so in this difference, we've gotten away from what has always worked, which was the vision of an intact family and what that looks like. Enjoy the Mental Dialogue live experience tonight.
It was so good. This is my first time actually being there, and I love the rotation. I was telling Jules, a friend of mine who's been here a couple of times, that the rotation was really interesting. And I know 15 minutes is hard, but it was enough information to go to the next. And I was able to write a poem for my booth, so that's always good.
I'm the boo.
Dope.
I loved it, man, because we talked about so many amazing topics. We talked about women being masculine in our current society, and we broke down that. We talked about the importance of having an estate for your family. We talked about black love. We talked about black wine, right?
Sip and share wine.
Yeah, we got to sip wine for free, y'all. It was amazing. But it was an amazing event. We got to network and meet some amazing black intellectuals in this space. So I'm excited to come to the next Mental Dialogue.
Yes, thank you so much for bringing everybody together. I think this is a really lucrative space.
It makes me think I'm qualified to write this post as a 48-year-old single brother who's never been married with no children. As a single brother who loves daily sex in a committed relationship, I spent several years afraid of marriage because so many brothers complain about limited or sexless marriages. I'm not trying to spark a marriage is not all about sex debate. I'm just sharing what I hear from my married friends, some of whom have cheated while most have not. As a matter of fact, a few have happily remarried, and they quite often add they enjoy more sex the second time around. I guess the second time they made sure they found a woman who does not let them leave home without it. So the first question is, which statement did you appreciate the most and why out of this conversation? The right person. And so I understood what you were saying on the show. My however is, for men, if they get burned 2 or 3 times, it kind of becomes their way the rest of the way.
So it's equivalent to me to a woman being in a relationship and growing into being in relationships and dealing with people who are not faithful, right? So you have these people